Say it's more than double of what he pays
Oh,
for a private room.
they came that you don't have to pay anything, it's $0.
$0 for heard people struggle with is finding housing.
Yeah,
Too much.
housing in New York is very hard, like 100 times harder than other states.
But how safe is New York?
He took out a knife. He tried to stab an old person beside him, but that stopped him.
Just few weeks ago, I was in New York and I had an opportunity to visit NYU campus, and I got to meet these 4 amazing students who gave me the tour of the campus. And not only just that, they also shared their entire journey with me, and they shared like some harsh realities which they faced as an NYU student. And this is 1 hour podcast which hopefully will help you decide if you should go to NYU, and also not just NYU, but what does the life look like as a New York international student. So hope you enjoy this and find it valuable. If you do, let me know in the comment sections.
Hi guys, I'm Purna. I'm doing my master's in cybersecurity.
Nice.
Hi, I'm Anthony. I'm doing my master's in computer science at NYU.
Very nice.
Hi, I'm Kavya. I'm doing my master's in IT project management from SPS.
Nice.
Hi, I'm Nick. I'm doing my master's in project management at NYU.
Let's talk about, I'm most interested in the cost because obviously it's a not so expensive university. But let's start with the tuition fees. What's the cost for tuition?
At Tandon, it's around 60k.
Okay, so is it different for?
Yeah, based on the school, it differs.
Okay, so for computer science,
And
60k.
cybersecurity. At Tandon,
It's the same.
most of the programs for 30 credits is 60k, but there are some programs like management of technology. They have 36 credits and they have like
More.
higher.
Okay, and what's the
And-
per credit fees?
2,100, I think.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is a lot. Okay, and then what's
And we also got scholarships like
okay? Well,
$7,000 per year.
Academic scholarship you get, yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about that in a
Okay.
minute. What about you guys?
So for us, I would say our tuition for 3 semesters and 36 credits would total up to, only tuition would be around $75,000.
Wow.
So
And
per credit, yeah, I think that would come up to 2,550.
Wow.
So that's our current per credit
Okay.
cost at SPS.
I'm gonna definitely ask you at the end, like, was it worth it or is it worth it? But let's wait on to that. And then you guys talk about scholarship.
Yeah.
How did you get it?
It's not like a separate application you do. You just do the normal admission application. And if they actually like your application, it's an academic-based scholarship where you need to maintain some conditions every semester, like a basic CGPA, the
And
attendance.
what? That's 3.0.
Yeah, it's
3.3.
3.3 for the scholarship, I guess. 3.3 or 3.4, I don't
Got
remember
it.
it exactly.
3.33.
But you didn't apply for it. It just
No.
Yeah.
you just focused on getting a good application,
Yeah.
and then that's how you got it. Okay.
Correct.
And,
What-
but some of my friends didn't get a scholarship, so
Yeah.
It's
So
like-
it's only few people.
Yeah, it's an academic merit-based.
Got it. Did you guys get any scholarship?
Well, no. So at SPS, they do have other scholarships. I know. So one of my friends is studying hospitality, and she did get a merit-based scholarship. In the beginning, she got a merit-based scholarship of $10,000,
Okay.
and I think she applied in her last semester, this semester again, and she did get another merit-based scholarship of I think around $4,000 or $5,000. So I think it's particular to programs, but in SPS we have different programs, and based on their academic department's choices and decisions, they do offer scholarships.
Got it. Okay. Nice. And so obviously 60k, 75k for just tuition does not include cost of living.
Yeah.
And New York, obviously, it's an expensive city. So what is it like? What's the cost of living?
So actually, we are completing our graduation in 3 semesters. That's why it's 75k. Otherwise, if we have taken 3 credits the 9 credits every semester, it would be like more than 80-90k, I think. Because when you-
wait, sorry. So you are finishing your master's in 3 semesters.
Yes,
That's why it's 75k.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 12 credits per
per
semester.
semester. We are tracking to get the extra 1 class.
Okay, so because you guys have to do 36 credits.
Yes.
Okay,
So you
got
get
it.
a discount. So if for 3 classes you have to pay 23k, for 9 credits, and the last class comes to you for 1,500. Like
Okay.
it's almost 6,000 or 7,000 discount.
Yeah.
So we use that.
Got it. Okay. Is that same for computer science? Is it 3 semesters?
No, at Tandon,
4.
it's
Yeah,
4
the
semesters.
prescribed
And-
semester thing is 4, and
4.
there is no. I don't think
and we
there is
have
a.
a 9 credit limit. That's the max we can get.
Oh, that's
Per
the
semester.
max. Okay,
Yeah.
That's
I
the
thought
max
the
we can get
minimum
for-
was 8 to be a full-time student, but looks like you
yeah,
guys
9 is
the max.
minimum and maximum for time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, cost of living. What is how much is the rent?
So it varies. Uh, if you're closer to Manhattan,
Hmm.
it's like it grows exponentially.
Okay.
But the further you get away from Manhattan, like
It decreases linearly.
Okay. Nice,
Yeah,
okay.
that's true actually.
Yeah. But give me the range. What?
so
how much
I
people
pay
pay?
$720 for a single private room.
720. Okay.
Yeah,
So
that this is in Sunset Park. It's like I would say 30 minutes on train from Manhattan.
okay. So you have to commute 30 minutes every day to get to
Yeah.
your class.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean
got it.
my class is in downtown Brooklyn, and on train it's like 20 minutes.
20 minutes and then some walking.
I mean the station is
Like
Yeah.
very close to
yeah.
your class.
The
Okay.
exit is in one of 10 buildings. So
Got it. Okay. So roughly 700 is everyone's rent.
Yeah, you can
roughly
average it.
No. Okay. I'm excited. So what's yours?
So I live in Midtown Manhattan.
Oh,
So
nice.
I would say it's more than double of what he pays
Oh.
for a private room. But the apartment that I am currently living in, it's I would say it's a pretty old building. But if you
Mm.
were to actually look at I know a lot of people that live in some luxury rentals. So for a private room there, I think it ranges from somewhere between $1,900 to $2,500
Yeah.
only for a private room in a
one of my friends
four-bedroom
live in
shared
like a
apartment.
luxury building in Hell's Kitchen. He pays like 2,600. And that too because they turned the living room into a flex.
Yes, that's what
Yeah.
we've also done in our flat.
Okay. Got it. Wow.
The house
that is
by
expensive.
itself is like 6,500.
Yeah.
What about you, Nick? You are smiling. Is it $5,000?
Mhm.
I live in one bedroom, like whole apartment is mine only, and I pay $2,000.
Oh, wow. Okay. And so $2,000 for
A
One
whole
bedroom.
house.
One
home
floor,
Oh.
Where?
one
Which
hall,
area?
and one bed. Queens.
Queens.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Nice. So I guess it's varies from 700 to 2,000 depending on your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yes.
But then what about grocery and all the other expenses?
But in
Yeah,
my
they
place,
cook-
we almost cook like 2 days once or 3 days once.
Okay.
And for us, the groceries are coming out to be $250 maybe per month.
Okay.
And then there is an extra gas bill because we are cooking more.
Yeah, gas, electricity, internet,
So
all
you
of
can
that.
yeah, you can combine everything and you can average it out 350 to 400.
Okay. So roughly sounds like anywhere $1,000 to like $3,000 if
Mm.
you are like by yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
That would be your like monthly expenses.
Yes.
Just to be NYU student and live in NYU.
And this is living off campus.
Yeah. This is
Oh,
There is
of
an
course,
on-campus
yeah.
dorm thing.
Yeah,
Dorm,
but
but
no
it's
international
like-
students.
There are international students, but they don't give out dorms like to
Two masters.
yeah,
Yeah.
graduate students.
Yeah.
It's like very
Yeah.
limited, like
Very limited.
less
Yeah.
than 100.
Yeah.
Only for law schools.
So, so obviously 60,000, 75,000, and then another on the top of it is $1,000 for 2 years. That's another 24,000. So roughly $80,000 to $100,000
Mhm.
is your total expenses.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
What about health insurance costs? $2,000 for
I mean,
them, right?
800 and 1,200, and for them it's
Yeah.
Yeah, we pay more.
More.
So in
Yeah,
our
they
fall,
have-
in fall 2022 semester, we paid SPS. We paid $1,800. That was our insurance. But winter January 2023,
2,000 something.
that semester it was a lot.
Yeah.
I had to pay $2,700.
Wow.
So
Okay.
that's winter. Yes, insurances. The prices
Go
higher.
up. Okay. And obviously that's just for like semester pricing. So
Yes.
uh, every semester you have to pay. So for
Yes.
2 years, that'll be $4,000 for you guys, and then obviously more. But all of you
Yeah.
now have
Now we
Kimber
have
Health,
Kimber Health.
Yeah.
which
we
can
didn't
you?
have it in the first semester, but
Oh, you guys didn't have it.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
but
so-
he
We have
in
it
his
from,
first
I mean, I
semester,
joined this fall, right? So we have it from the.
okay. And what's so special about Kimber Health? I guess let's talk about that because we should talk about it.
I guess Nick is more equipped to talk about that.
Yeah, when I came, my first was that I wasn't planning to get at all NYU insurance. I
Yeah.
was looking for alternate ones.
Okay.
So under student fairs, I saw one of the alternate. It was 1,200. And while looking for all the flyers, I found the Kimber Health. I applied for that for 1,200, but they came that you don't have to pay anything. It's $0.
$0
Yeah.
for any.
Yeah, for 1 year.
Yeah, for the whole insurance, it's
Yeah.
zero.
$0.
And we don't have copay for Kimber.
yeah, no
Yes.
For
copay.
NYU insurance, it's like
Wait. So sorry, $0. So you basically, if you go through Kimber,
zero. You met
nothing.
Hari, right? He went to the ER. He didn't pay anything.
Okay,
So yeah, no copay, no.
and that's for
out-of-pocket.
all the years,
Yes.
entire masters.
Yeah. And
So
then-
you're saving $4,000.
Yeah.
So that was the experience. Like after getting, then I thought that it's a fake kind of thing, scam.
Yeah.
Then I waived my insurance. It got waived.
Hmm.
And then in January, I thought that's better helping my classmates all, Hari, her, and I brought that all, and they didn't believe. I think they have also got
Yeah.
waived
Did
and payment
you guys
came
think it was a scam?
Initially, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Initially, when he came up to us and he was like, we always had this option of waiving it off, but then we
Right.
didn't know what alternative insurance plan to choose, so we didn't have a lot of ideas.
Hmm.
I don't think international students have a good idea about healthcare in
Yeah.
the US,
Yeah,
and
because
I think
it's so
really
different from
important,
India.
Right.
Yeah, that they know. So when they came to me with the $0 insurance, it was sketchy.
Nice.
And
Cool.
I think the day Nick told Hari told us, and we thought like it was fake.
Yeah.
How can insurance be
Yeah.
$0.
zero? Yeah, and many of my friends who
Yeah.
came before, they were paying like thousands in
Yeah.
different states
Yeah.
and even in NYU.
Yeah.
So we didn't believe it at first, but then we checked out the website and why it's $0.
Yeah, and so for people who don't know, it's from the state government.
Yeah, it's from the state government of New York,
Yeah, state government of New York,
and only for New York.
yeah,
doesn't have
only
it.
people who go to New York
And
University.
live in New York. If you live in Jersey City, you don't qualify.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
so
So you have to be a resident of New York to qualify for the $0
$0 insurance.
insurance.
Okay, got it. Okay, and so everyone who goes to NYU should obviously get this
Yeah.
because they'll
Yeah.
save a lot of money, and then everything is taken care of. Like, how
Yeah.
how does the enrollment process work?
It's very smooth. Like you have to just fill the application, and then they will give you the pre-filled application how to waive your insurance. You have to just drop that email to the NYU. And
Right. Okay,
they
I've
will-
gotten this insurance.
Yeah.
I don't need to
Send
get.
your
Yeah.
insurance number and your proof of residency. I mean,
Okay.
residence of New York to NYU, and then tell them.
Yeah, and then if you go to hospital or
Yeah, you just show them your insurance card, and
and then you're good.
Zero.
Okay, nice. Let's move on to on-campus jobs because it is so expensive for you guys. How is on-campus jobs market? Like, are there any on-campus jobs? And if there are, how easy it is to get it?
it's very hard.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
very hard.
I didn't have one for my first year. Now I have a teaching assistantship, so
Hmm.
yeah, it's very
Got it.
hard for the first year.
And it's hard because there's a lot of international students, so it's competitive.
I mean, there's a lot of students, and then NYU has a different rate different pay for undergrad and grad students.
Okay,
Undergrads get 15 per hour, grads get 28.5 per hour.
$28?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
So we get paid 28.75,
That is-
and that increases semester with
Yeah,
semester.
every semester
Yeah.
they
Last
increase
semester
a
it's
dollar or something.
27.5. Now
Yeah.
it's 28.25. Next sem it will be
Is,
28.75.
yeah, I think a lot of students in California, their internship rate is that much. So
Yeah.
this is good.
And many of the normal jobs go to undergrad students. So
Okay.
only teaching assistants and some graduate assistantships are available.
So teaching assistant, do you have
No,
on-campus
no.
job? No on-campus
No
job.
on-campus
You
job.
didn't get it or you didn't apply?
I applied, but I didn't get
Didn't
one.
get it.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Do you guys have on-campus job?
I applied to a lot of on-campus jobs. It's very competitive. I think the reason why it's competitive is because on NYU we have to apply through this app called Handshake,
Hmm.
and our on-campus jobs are not divided by schools. So basically, it's international
Yeah,
students
anyone
from
can
across
apply to
all
any school.
schools competing for on-campus jobs in any other
Oh,
school.
got it. Okay.
But one of my roommates is doing her. She's an events coordinator, so that's her
Hmm.
on-campus job, and she's working at the College of Arts and Sciences.
Hmm.
I did try, but
Yeah.
so now luckily, yeah, I do have an internship.
Yes. Okay, so you got an internship?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, got it. What about you, Nick? Did you get an on-campus job? No.
Not qualified.
Not qualified.
So
What do you
I
mean?
applied first one, and after applying first one, they called me Wasserman Center. They said that we are really sorry, you have to apply only for the senior level.
Oh.
And they said you are overqualified, so make sure that.
Oh,
next
that's
time-
interesting.
Yeah, I didn't apply after that, and
Okay.
then I think this year I applied to one more because director of the SPS has messaged us,
Hmm.
and she said that we need you for 1 year.
Okay.
and I can't stay with them 1 year because I'm graduating
Yeah.
this December.
Okay.
So yeah, otherwise I'm all qualified for
Right,
the positions.
right.
In the
Okay. So you are the only one who got teaching assistantship. How did you get it?
So I mailed many professors, but yeah, and I got this basically at the start of this semester, and it was like a surprise. Basically, one day before the semester starts, I got it. So
And
I mailed him in it's in May,
Yeah.
and I got it at the end of August.
Okay. So it was cold email basically.
Yeah,
And
but you have to do those subjects.
right. So you
So-
took the subject, you were
Yeah.
good at it, and
Yeah.
then cold email.
I
basically-
mailed him that I took this subject. I really liked it. I got an A,
Yeah.
and I would like to be a TA for this.
Okay. And because you are a TA, so I was in UMBC and you GMU, like because they are TA, GA, they get tuition fees waived off. Nothing like that in UMU.
NYU doesn't have that.
Okay, got it. So just the salary, which
Yeah.
is $29 or
Yeah, so I have 20 hours, so it pays around 1900 after tax.
Okay, so
per month.
your living expenses gets covered.
Yeah,
But for
and I can save
people
some.
who don't have on-campus job,
Yeah.
you have to manage it. So I think the important piece what I'm trying to get at is students who are trying to come, they come with this assumption that, oh, I'm going to get an on-campus job, so my living expenses, so they should come prepared
Yeah.
Yeah.
with this extra 1,000
And one more thing is, in many of the other campuses, I heard from my friends that they work in a lot of dining related jobs.
Hmm.
In NYU, we don't have that.
We don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
and
in
because New York City has strict food safety related things. So
Regulations.
Yeah. Okay.
and most of the dining is privatized as far as I believe. So it technically counts as an off-campus if you work there.
Yeah.
So that whole section is gone.
Yeah.
And coming to the TA ships, most of the professors tend to continue their old TAs for the next semester,
Hmm.
and they don't hire new TAs.
Right. Yeah.
So-
So until they graduate, you
Yeah.
don't have
Yeah.
opportunity.
that's why
Okay.
many people don't get it till their second year.
And people who
Gotcha.
get this event coordinators, and it's like completely
Yeah, it's
luck
by
based,
chance.
Yeah.
by chance.
True.
Yeah.
You have to be very lucky to get those.
All right, I'm gonna take you guys back to your home country. Let's talk about F1 visa interview. Is it pretty much like, oh, NYU, you're approved?
Yeah,
Is it like that?
it is pretty much. He didn't even take a look at my I-20. He just I passed him my passport. And then he just placed your I-20 on the glass. And then he looked at it and NYU, and then he relaxed. And then yeah, what does your parents do? I said what they do, and then yeah, you're done.
Okay, that's it. Nice. So 30 seconds or so.
Yeah,
Okay.
less than 30. Yeah.
What about
Yeah,
yours?
for me it was one extra question. It was like, why are you going to your masters after this 2 years?
Okay.
I told him that I just want to gain more knowledge in this subject
And then,
so that it will be helpful. She didn't even listen to my proper answer. She was like, okay, thank
yeah,
you.
she pretty much NYU.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay.
Same thing.
What was same for you?
Similar, yeah. The only question I think similar to his, I was asked if I have the funds available, so I had to show proof of
Yeah,
those
because
funds.
it's so expensive.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. What about you, Nick? What was your F1 interview?
It was a little bit funny. Because my passport was new, and he said that you have mentioned so many countries.
Yeah.
Where is your passport? And I showed, and then he asked me only one question: that will you not regret
Yeah.
that you are living such a good job and
Mm.
going for this education after
Wow.
this?
Okay.
Yeah. I said, I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah. So which country were you coming from?
India.
Oh,
I was
that
in
time
India.
you were in India.
I gave the
Okay.
interview in India only.
Yeah, but for people who don't know, yeah, for like all over the world, Russia, then which
Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan.
then India.
So I was born in Russia. Yeah, 6 years. Then I moved to Uzbekistan, and when I was 16, I moved to India, and then I was traveling.
Nice. And
As I had the permanent residentship in India, so that's why I was eligible to apply from India.
okay, nice, cool. So you guys landed in New York, booked your flight tickets, everything is awesome, very excited. How do people come from airport to the apartment? How do
On
people?
I got picked
Uber.
up by this guy.
Okay, nice, awesome, cool.
For us, there was no one to pick up, so I got an Uber. I
And
landed.
sorry, another thing is New York. Obviously, there's 3 different airports.
Yeah.
So
I would say
which,
if you find out a house before you land. Then
actually, let's talk about housing too,
Yeah.
because I think
Yeah.
that's another important thing. How do people find housing? Because that's another thing I've heard people struggle with is finding housing.
Yeah,
Too
housing
much.
housing in New York is very hard.
Yeah.
I would say like 100 times harder than other states.
Yes.
Because in New York, if you're employed, you need to show 80 times your
80x.
40 times your income.
Wait. What? Say what?
40 times the rent as your income.
No, so the
Yeah.
rent is some
If
X
you're-
dollars per month,
Yeah.
and you need to show that you will be able to pay it. And for proving it, you need to have 40x income per
So,
If the
year.
rent is
for
1,000 per
example,
month,
yeah.
you need to have 40,000 as your income per year.
So how do you guys show it? Because you guys didn't have.
So
Yeah, and
it's-
that's the other thing.
Yeah.
We are not employed, right?
Yeah.
We have to show 80 times our income.
Oh, interesting.
So that's where
yeah.
there's a concept of guarantors.
Yeah.
So a guarantor can be an individual living in the US. He should be a green card holder. He cannot
No. He can be, but he should have a job in the US.
Yeah, he should have a job in the US. And you can either have one guarantor, but mainly what we do is we pool in guarantors and their incomes. So we pool in their
Wow.
incomes and make
So
sure
I
that
didn't know this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my house rent is 3,000 for the whole house.
Yeah.
So we would need to have how much?
120.
240,000 as your as our whole
Wow.
for
Okay.
guarantors.
Yeah.
So my like my cousin brother, he works in the US, so we got him, and then my another roommate, his uncle works here, so we got so two people come and
Wow.
yeah.
Okay. So first, you have to find a roommate, obviously,
Yeah.
which I'm assuming through WhatsApp groups and
Yeah.
Facebook
Yeah.
groups and all of that. Then you find it. Then
No, the second part is the main thing. That's not a skippable part.
what is the second?
Finding a house
Guarantee.
to rent.
Yeah. Right.
Finding a guarantor is comparatively easier than
Yeah,
finding
it's
a room.
really
finding a
easy.
house.
Okay.
Because you got
Oh,
like
wow.
many relatives in the US, you ask them to sign it for you.
And even if you don't have relatives, but it will become expensive. But you have
You
there are
have some third
guarantor
party
firms.
apps. Yeah.
Okay.
The firm,
They do
but
it for
they
you.
take 1 month of your rent, but
Yeah.
it is possible to get it.
they are also
Yeah.
expensive.
But finding a room, speaking with the broker,
Yeah, that's
doing
the
a video
worst part.
call to him from India.
Okay. So let's talk about this finding a apartment. How
Yeah.
did?
Yeah.
Sorry.
So there
yeah.
are like 4 to 5 websites: Street Easy, Rent.com, Apartment.com,
Rent.com.
Zillow.
Zillow.
Zillow is the main thing.
Yeah. So first you go there, put in your budget, put in your location preferences.
And sorry. So when do you start? Do you look it after you've gotten a visa, or do you do it before you got the visa?
I mean, visa it will be done before May, right?
Yeah.
Before
I
May
mean,
to
some
June.
people
Yeah, May
Yeah,
to June is
based
the
on your
situation.
Yeah,
So
mine was done first week of June, so started looking at
in
after
June,
that.
July.
yeah,
etc.
May to June is a peak season of visa slots, right? Most probably.
Yeah.
Some people may flow into July, mostly it's May and June.
Yeah, but legally you can only fly 30 days before
Yeah.
Yeah.
your start date.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So,
But
by June you'll
here-
get the decision of your visa,
Okay.
and then July and August is your peak time to search for apartments.
Okay. So then now you are on Zillow, apartments.com, all these websites.
Yeah,
So you don't reach out to seniors to
we do reach out to seniors, but,
But
the
in
thing
most cases they can't do anything.
they will also say the
If
same
you select
thing,
a house, we can go and look at the house to make sure it's real and not
a fake,
a fake
scam.
thing.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing we should
Yeah.
touch on. But
yeah.
let's first finish
when
this
we
one.
found
Yeah.
a house, I messaged him and his roommate, my friend. These two guys just went to our place.
Hmm.
They just saw the house and they were like, okay, this is a good house, you can go ahead with it.
Hmm.
But getting to that point, we search for like around 200 to 300 houses. So scroll through every photo of that house
Wow.
and then contact the broker, and then they give out their requirements. We send them their requirements, and most of the times the contractors won't even reply back, and the housing is not listed out
And
from
these
the
are not apartments, these are like houses.
yeah, it's a
Yeah,
combined listing.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
and most of the times the housing, once it gets rented out, it's not listed out from the website.
Hmm.
So out of the like 200 houses, if you say, out of them around 75 houses would be like dead houses. You're not even looking at renting it out because it's already rented out.
Hmm.
It's like extra effort
Yeah.
which we are putting
Yeah.
in.
Okay. So you find the house,
Mhm.
you reach out to broker first, and all the things happen.
Yeah.
Then you reach out to senior, like, hey, is this
Yeah.
scam or is this a
Yeah.
real house? Then someone will do the video tour of the
Yeah,
apartment.
correct.
You're looking at it,
Mhm.
and then you have to obviously. I'm assuming this happens. At least it happens in California that you have to pay a security deposit.
Yes.
Yeah, there is a
Yeah.
security deposit, there is a broker fee, there is everything.
Okay, so you pay one month.
Yeah, 1 month. Yeah.
Month. Okay, so
Mhm.
you guys had to pay $3,000, which
Yeah.
in you guys' like, do you transfer the money to the brokers? How does
Yeah.
that work?
So we transferred using
Some app, yeah.
Yeah, some app we do it to
Yeah.
the broker. Yeah.
Okay, to do them and then.
Mhm.
So, but
I think
it's a
we
big
use
risk you guys are
TransferWise or
taking.
something like
Yes,
that.
it is a big risk. It's a risk because there are some brokers that are a scam when they request you through either Zelle or Venmo. They'll be like, oh, can you Zelle me or Venmo me? But that's when you know it's a scam because when you're paying.
I wouldn't say that because we did the same thing.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
And
So-
one more thing where you can really verify if the broker is legit or not is in the listing.
Yeah,
Most
on the
probably
Zillow listing, they'll have their realtor
company name, the
company
realtor's
name,
name.
and every realtor should have their
Mm.
ID.
license.
So you
So
can
you
just
can
go
verify
into
the
the
license.
website of the company, or else
Okay.
you have this realtor-based
Yeah,
government website.
Yeah.
You can just type in their ID, you get their whole
Yeah,
details.
yeah,
That's one verification you can do. We
Yeah.
did that when we were sending the money. Yeah.
Did you experience any other scams? Because you were saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and
shit.
many times when
Wait,
you
let
do
me
Yeah,
answer
the
that.
scam.
Yeah.
Scam is
Yeah.
interesting.
The scam is interesting. So yeah, my roommate and I, we were looking for houses from India. So for us getting our visa stamping and everything took a lot of time. So we roughly left with 20 or 30 days to look for a house, and it was not enough. So we were looking for a house, and we looked at the studio 1-bedroom, and turns out the broker was like, hey, my name is so and so, and I own the building. I don't think he was a broker, and he just said you have to like send your money to this account and fill this form, and then I'll come and I'll probably like give you the keys and things like that. And turns out we had another friend, my dad's friend, who was here in the US, and she lives in Texas, but she had a realtor friend, a broker in New York.
Okay.
So the broker contacted the apartment and found out that the listing was fake, and
Okay.
it was a scam. It was somebody
Oh, no.
else imposing
Wow.
as a broker that works for that building. So
Mm.
that's how we realized that there are a lot of such scams that happen.
Okay, so the way to avoid the scams is one, find a relative or a friend or seniors who
Yeah.
can actually see the
Verify
house.
it.
Verify,
Yes.
like
Mhm.
see the house. Okay,
Mhm.
and then if the money part is getting sketchy, where you like, okay, this doesn't sound right, then also again talk to seniors.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And they like hesitate or don't even send you videos of the house, like latest videos, or do a video call. Then
Yes.
that's
That's
Yeah.
another
That
one.
is
Okay,
means
so you
like
can
some-
ask them to do. Can you do a video tour?
Yeah.
Some people demand you money even to show the video.
Oh,
That's like a big sus. You get the video and then you decide on it. That's okay. But
Hmm.
some people ask you like $500 as a token amount or something to show the video.
then say
Then,
no.
Yeah, then
Oh.
say no.
Okay, got it.
And many times even after you fix on the house and then send them money, so this happened to us. We almost decided on a house, and then they said send me 1.5 times the
Yeah.
broker fee because someone else
Yeah, the
wanted
demand
Wait,
is
it.
so you have to pay broker fees separately?
Yeah,
Yeah,
security
broker fee is
deposit 1 month.
rent.
Broker is 1 month.
Security deposit
rent.
you get it back, but broker fee it's like it's gone.
Well, so broker fee can be 1 month rent, or it can be 15% of
Yeah,
the rent
Yearly
amount, or
rent.
the yearly rent amount.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
that's like
So
around 2 months.
security deposit. So for your case, security deposit $3,000 plus 1 month rent
Yeah.
would be
1 or
Security
1.5 based on the demand of that house.
okay.
Those guys can demand it and like whatever they want.
1 month is usually the
One
Why do you guys go to
99%.
NYU? Doesn't sound like I would want to study
Fortunately,
here.
our house now doesn't have a broker fee, so
Yeah.
Yeah, my house did not have a broker fee.
Okay.
many
Nice.
do have a broker fee, but some don't have.
Okay.
And there is this thing called rent control laws in New York. So every year they can't increase it more than like 3 or 4% the
Mm.
rent. So if
And-
you can
and what
find a
about
rent
the-
stabilized house, then that's for the good.
What about the housing which you are choosing? How safe it is, the neighborhood and all of that?
Oh yeah, the government has a crime map.
Yeah, we have a
NYC crime map. You search it, the police department or some the department will have that. So you can just
It's okay.
most of the areas in southern Brooklyn are safe, and
you can just scroll through the areas and you can see
Yeah.
how
we
many
have
crimes.
every statistic.
But how safe is New York for students?
Oh,
I would say if you're with a group of friends, always
Yeah.
try to be with a group of friends. Then
Yeah.
you will mostly be safe.
Okay.
Just be wary of yourselves and your belongings in the
Hmm.
metro.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mostly
that's the most
metro.
point. Always
Metro
be
is
aware
the
of your
most-
surroundings.
Subways
Yeah.
and metros.
Subway.
Even if you have AirPods on, don't put it in
Yeah.
noise cancelling
Yeah.
mode.
Yeah, we were walking yesterday. I
Mhm.
was there, and one guy's like, "Hey, do you want a weed?" I was
Mhm.
like, do I look like I want a weed? But it was like starting to get sketchy. Yeah. Okay.
And I told you I had a story. So
yeah. Yeah.
I was in. This is at my old place. This is in Barrett, South Brooklyn.
Mm.
I was in the subway station. Some guy, black guy, came up to me and he said, "Do you hate the N-word people?"
Mm.
So I didn't understand at first. So I said like no, and then I came to the side, and so we got onto the train. He came into the same cabin, and he started asking people the same thing. He asked many people. Then I heard what exactly he was asking. So and then we came to the tandem stop,
Yeah.
J Street stop, and then he took out a knife.
Wow.
He tried to stab an old person beside him, but in subway there are like
Yeah.
metal
Dividers.
yeah, metal dividers between the seat and the
Door.
door.
Yeah.
So that stopped him. So yeah,
And just because he wanted to do
Yeah.
it, like not because for money or anything.
no,
Okay.
it's just a hate crime.
Wow.
Fortunately, nothing happened, and like we just fled.
Mm. Okay. So be with groups.
Yeah,
we
be with groups and always look at try to look
Mm.
at every person in
Okay.
your surroundings.
All right.
Yeah.
Another important question is how. I mean, obviously there's a lot of international student population, and I was in another campuses, and I've heard the horror stories that you cannot get to book a class because it gets full very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
That's going to
same?
happen in
Yes.
2 days.
Oh.
November 13th is that day.
Okay. No, okay. So yeah. So let's explain. You get the choices that okay, these are the available classes. You need to decide which one you want to book.
Yeah.
Then you go. There's a day where they
Yeah.
launch the
Yeah.
class. Like
There's
okay,
a day, and then each person gets a specific time.
Time slot.
This is
Oh.
with the second semester. Each person getting a time slot.
Yeah.
For
On
first
your
semester,
first
they-
semester,
each
before
person
you-
gets a time slot.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a slot at 12, and I don't know.
Now
So-
for this my second semester, he has it at 12. I have it at 6:20 in the evening,
So,
So-
I get a better chance of getting a class than him.
and it's completely randomized.
What?
And it's
This
random.
is so
And it's
weird.
completely
It's
randomized.
very
random.
It's not based on any merit or any first name, last name, nothing. It's just randomized.
So you are at 12 because you are at early time than him. You are like, oh, I really love this analytical data analytics
Yeah.
course, so I'm gonna pick it. And if it gets full, then you are like
Yeah,
Gone.
gone. Then
It
you
happened
can't
in
do
a,
it until
uh,
like next
yeah.
semester if they are
Or
available.
people can drop before the deadline. So,
and then you
You just need to
last
keep
semester it
checking.
happened
but you
to
can
me.
be on wait
Yeah.
list.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
be on waitlist. Yeah.
Okay.
But the wait list is also like 10% of the class. If the total is
Hmm.
60, there's only like 10 in the wait
Okay.
list. So,
Right.
For my
Wow.
first
Same for you guys as well.
Yes.
Okay.
yeah, I mean, this is the whole for all of NYU.
NYU.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
But
For the
there are
yeah,
there are ways to get those classes.
Yeah.
So
What
you
are the
just
ways?
contact your advisor. They will send you the form. They will open extra seats for those classes.
yeah, like if you are
if
really,
you really need the
interested,
class,
then
it's your
Yeah.
core course and you're in last semester, or if you really need the class, then the advisor can do
you
that.
can mail the advisor and they can
Or
do a
you
special.
can wait till the deadline. Like some people can drop the course if you check the website like daily.
Mm.
You can get the class.
Okay.
And last semester I didn't get any of my 3 classes I wanted, so I just waited, checked every day, and then eventually I got the classes.
Wow.
Yeah, that happened with me. 2 classes I didn't get, and the day of our classes, winter semester, I think that was the day we realized that okay, the classes are not full, and there's a few seats left.
So
So that's
people
when I-
drop off
Yes.
before
Yes.
that.
At
And
least that
sometimes
1
if
week.
you're on the wait list, you can just come to the class. Usually the deadline is like 10 days after the
Yeah.
classes start, so
Yeah.
you can talk to the professor and professor can like put you on the class.
Got it. Okay. And so, how do you guys decide what classes to take? Anthony had to leave because today is the Diwali festival at NYU. I might be going there after this, so that's why he's part of the organizing
Yeah,
team.
he's
so-
part of the volunteer.
Okay. Cool. All right. Where were we? Classes. Yes. How do you guys figure out what are? I mean, obviously you have some core courses, some electives, but then how do you design that this is the course I want to take?
Core courses are you have to take it, and then extra courses are there. You select which one you want and which would be helpful for you
Yeah.
after graduation.
Yeah.
So we take according to that. And plus professors which you have to select, we always discuss with our seniors, like which professor is good, which is not, which is like avoidables. So we always try to get
And
those.
so that discussion happens. With the seniors.
Yes.
Okay, so you're like, hey, should I take this professor or not, kind of thing.
For me in cybersecurity, we have 4 core courses and they're like depth and breadth electives. They're like 5 each, and we can choose 3 of those. But if I did those in my undergrad and I got a good grade, I can waive that and then take another list of courses.
But you still have to take 30 credits.
Yeah,
Even if you
have to
waive
take 30 credits and then the 4 core courses, but another 6 courses I can do whatever I want.
Got
But you have to inform that in the beginning.
Yeah.
Of the,
You
when
have
you
to mail
complete-
your advisor and he'll send
Yeah.
you a form, and then you have to upload your grade sheets from your undergrad to waive it.
Yeah, got it. Okay. So obviously we talked a lot about NYU. The negative part of NYU, I want to make it more positive. But is there any positives? I mean, life in NYC seems happening.
Yeah.
But like, what are some of the positive things about NYU?
The clubs.
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 Yeah.
What does the clubs mean? Clubs
Like-
is in the student organization.
Yeah, student organ. I'm part of the graduate student council at Tandon, so it's an elected position. So people, they're like in the spring semester, people elect for the next academic year. So we have a pretty huge budget, so we plan out events and stuff.
Okay, so student clubs is one of the
Yeah.
good parts of it. What about you?
I think, in my opinion, it's networking with our professors. So I think the kind of professors that we have at NYU, they're usually professionals working in New York with a lot of experience, extensive experience of working in a lot of these Fortune 500 companies. So through them, and I think networking with them is a really good opportunity.
And the professor I'm working with as a TA, he's the chief information security officer for the city.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
So I had a professor last semester. He was also the chief information officer for an insurance company here in New Jersey. So they do part-time teaching. So it's a good way to network with them.
Yeah. So networking, clubs. What about you? What do you like about NYU?
First is that diverse classmates with the diverse experiences which they have. Because for
So
project,
diverse classmates.
I mean,
but
they're
I-
different country, like from different country.
Are there?
Yeah.
Or I thought like most of the people are from India.
No,
No.
in NYU
No.
it's like
Not
no.
SPS.
Okay.
And even in Tandon there are many Indian students, but it's like
Okay.
in many
So
of my friends' colleges, majority 80% are Indian.
yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah, here it's like around 50. or 40.
Oh, okay. So there are from
Yeah.
diverse culture. Okay. Sorry, you were
and-
saying diverse culture, and then
Yeah, diverse people, like you learn a lot from different people. Some have experience, some doesn't have experience.
yeah.
And the good thing is that it changes your thinking mind while working on an organization when you have experience, like big experience. And when we get assigned for the projects, for example, we do the startup project, or we can do some project which professor assigns. And there usually, as you work as a project manager also, people report to you, right? And here we are all project managers, 5-6 people work on the one project, and you feel some kind of difference. Like everyone has to put their effort
Yeah.
to that make project success. Nobody is like lower or higher. Everyone is equal.
Right.
So it makes like really good learning.
Yeah. Okay. So, what about so why did you guys choose NYU? Because is it now that you guys have all finished 3 semesters? Would you, if I were to go back in time, 2 years ago, would you still choose NYU?
Yeah.
You would.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
I would.
You would too. Nick.
No, I would have gone to Oxford. I had the 2 options, but yeah, I would go to Oxford.
You
Not
would
NYU.
choose different university.
Yeah, Oxford.
Oxford, London, Oxford.
I
Oh,
got the admission from
nice. Okay. Got it. Oh, nice. Okay. And in spite of all the issues and things, why would you still choose NYU?
I mean, it's the city is the main part, but yeah, and my professors, classes, clubs,
Okay, so
everything. It's like
yeah, yes, there are problems, yes, there are crimes, and yes, expensiveness and all of that, but you still like the life of New
yeah,
York and
yeah. You can't get this anywhere else.
Hmm.
I visited my friends.
universities.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
true.
okay, same for you?
Yeah, I echo with him.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
the same.
Wow, that is interesting. Very interesting answer.
Yeah,
Like-
I guess the like the most expensive part of New York is the rent. But other than that, the cost of living is cheaper than other states.
Cost of living.
Yeah, food, travel, and stuff. So
Oh,
food is
interesting.
cheaper here. So
Food might be cheaper because there are a
Yeah,
lot of
that's
options.
when
Yeah.
you know what places to look at.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there are cheaper food options. Yeah, I would
Okay.
say that.
Got it.
and yeah,
So sounds like New York lifestyle, the brand of NYU, clubs and alumni network really powerful of NYU?
Yes.
It's really good.
We have
Okay.
alumni events. We have networking events with alumni,
Yeah.
and that's different for every school. So Tandon has one, SPS has one.
Okay.
So that's where we have all our alumni that have graduated, from the
Yeah.
past, I think, 10 years.
And do they help?
Yes, so we do have networking sessions with them, and
Okay.
our networking sessions are divided by our academic programs.
Right.
So our project management alumni, they come and then we speak to them. And for hospitality, there's another set of alumni that used to be a part of hospitality. They speak to hospitality students. So it's like that.
Nice. Okay.
for Tandon, I wouldn't say it's strong, but now as part of GSC, we are working to improve that.
Okay. So if students who are now, you guys are graduated, they would reach out. You
Yeah.
guys would be willing to help them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Cool. Now that you've done this journey, three semesters, is there anything you would do differently? Like you've learned, it's like, okay, I think now that I know, if I can go back in time, this is what I would do differently.
Insurance. For the
Insurance.
first semester.
Okay, you would get obviously Kimber Health
Yeah.
because you will not spend money. Yes, that's a normal answer too.
I think for me, it would be insurance, number one, and number two, more research on housing.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
just to avoid the kind of challenges you face once you come here.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather be I think now when I go back in time,
Yeah.
I think I would probably want to be more wary of the situation, of the housing situation here
Yeah.
in New York.
Okay. Yeah. What about you, Nick?
I would have looked for other states.
You would have looked for other cities or
Yeah,
states.
yeah.
Okay.
New York. Like I was here in the past, but as I didn't live like a normal student life, maybe
Yeah.
I came from the organization
Yeah.
and everything was already covered.
Yeah.
So that's why it wasn't looking like so like different.
So
Now
in your case, if you were to go back, would you still choose? You wouldn't choose NYU. Obviously,
I
you
would.
answered that. Sorry. Yeah.
So,
Got
yeah.
it. Okay. That makes
And
sense.
I think you also came here before, right, to the US.
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Let's talk about jobs and internship because I think when most people are choosing NYU, they are thinking that, oh, it's NYU, it's top university, I'm going to get a job, I'm going to get an internship. How true is that?
Now, not so much because of the market, but my previous batch, almost everyone had internships in big companies, Amazon, Meta, Google. So now in my
because of market, it's not true, but otherwise
Yeah,
it is like,
it is.
because you are in NYU, but you still have to put in the
yeah,
work.
you have to
Yes.
put in work, but it becomes easier.
Yeah. Would you
Your
agree?
profile would have to be good, and you obviously should have the required skills, but
Yeah.
NYU would make it easier.
Yeah. Okay. What about you?
I think I would agree with that.
Yeah. Okay. The brand name does matter, and it
yes,
gets you
yes, it
the
does.
interview and all of
Yes.
that. Okay. Would you agree, Nick?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because NYU is a kind of VIP invite for you.
Mm.
And the remaining like 1%, you have to show your knowledge that you are eligible for this position. That's it.
Okay. Nice. And all of you are in your almost final semesters. Do you guys have jobs?
No.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Interviews?
One,
Okay.
I would say, but that was for internship, not for full
Yeah.
time.
Got it. Okay. You did have internship.
I do. I currently have.
You are
Internship.
doing an internship.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you are doing internship and the university?
No, no.
This
Yeah,
is a co-op.
no, not a co-op. So yeah, I am doing my internship, and I also go to school in
Okay.
the evening.
So that would consider as a CPT.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
So
currently
you're
on my
doing a CPT. So 20 hours.
20 hours a week.
Okay, got it. Okay, nice. And you got it because how did you get it?
So one of my friends from school, she was interning at this company, and they're into project management and consulting. And she referred me, and she also referred one of my friends, and that's how I think the two of us got it through a referral.
Okay. So, and obviously you're continuing. Are they
Yes.
gonna continue into a full-time offer?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't spoken to them.
Okay, got it. Nice. Cool. And
And yeah, I would say referrals are
Very helpful.
very, very, very helpful.
so networking is the key.
Yes.
Yeah.
But now even referrals are not helpful.
Yeah. Right
Yeah.
now the market is bad. For people who are watching, this is 2023, where the recession, November 2023, where the market was really down. So if you're watching in 2025, don't worry. NYU might be at a better space. Like you mentioned, a year ago it was fine. So cool. Okay. Another question: how did you deal with winters?
Last winter it was like not snowy.
Yeah.
It was a record of 50 years.
Hmm.
So it
I think
was
it
not
only
bad
snowed
last year.
for one day.
Hmm.
Yeah, it
Only
snowed for
one
one
day.
day.
Okay.
Yeah.
What? That's it?
That's
Yeah.
it.
Huh.
That's like
Interesting.
yeah.
Okay. So it's not bad.
No, that's a like not.
First
Hey, so
yeah.
that's abnormal.
Yeah, that's
usually
abnormal.
it's not like that.
yeah,
Usually
you
the
have seen
winters
in
are very
movies.
harsh.
Yeah,
Okay.
it snows very hard in New York.
So
but
for someone who cannot deal with cold, and they shouldn't come to NYU.
I mean, most of the time you'll be in a building, right? So I
Right,
would say
yeah.
it wouldn't matter that much. But if you want to like roam around the city, then yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How long is the winter?
So
Oh.
winter is for a couple
Very
of
long.
months.
It's like very long.
Yeah.
So it starts. So I think by the end of October,
Hmm.
beginning of first week of November, it starts getting a little chilly. But as soon as we get to January and February, that's when it actually starts getting
Hmm.
cold, and
Yeah.
that's
From
when we
around
hit.
Christmas, it's
Yes.
Okay. And anything we haven't discussed, you feel like this student should know for sure if they're coming to NYU?
Housing research.
Housing
Yeah.
research? Yes.
They have to try to get in touch with the seniors and join the groups which seniors are available. That's the best thing. There are so many educational websites are there like Yorkit and this kind of, and they have their own chats where the senior NYU students, they post their QR codes like you can join the NYU
Yeah.
community. So we have a community groups, so they can join and it would be much easier.
Yeah.
Like we didn't have in the past, so
No,
we
we
thought
did not.
that to making that, and then it was really helpful for all of us.
Yeah.
So people who found new things, they can share on that group, and everyone can apply that.
Mm.
How getting the like $25 from NYU
Yeah.
or $75 for
Yeah.
NYU Eats, right?
Yeah,
Mm.
meal
Meal
plan.
plans.
Yes.
if you don't have some like you can go to NYU and say I don't have money, I need some help with food, so they'll give you a $75 credit.
Mm.
So you can get that 3 times per academic year.
Oh, nice. Okay. Got it. So join the groups, get in touch with seniors. Obviously, health insurance now everyone should know, and then housing research.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you guys first landed in New York, was it? I mean, you came, but was it overwhelming for you guys because like had no idea what trains to take and yeah.
Yes.
So-
I'd like to talk about
Yeah.
the trains.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
So, It was this is my first time in the US, and so happens that I landed in New York City, and I got my roommate and I, we came together. We got off at the airport, took a cab, the yellow taxi, and we got off at our hotel because I did not have a house by then. So I came to New York, stayed at a hotel, Airbnb kind of a place for about a week to 10 days, and that's when we finally found a house. So we had to commute every day. We had to check out different places in and around the area.
Yeah.
So it's I think figuring out New York City metros very, very challenging.
Yes.
So
yeah.
in the beginning, we used to always get confused because every train, like every line, had two stations. It was uptown and downtown. So those are the only two differentiators. Either the train that you're taking goes up, goes all the way up, or it goes downtown and towards Brooklyn and Queens.
Okay.
So I think you just have to be careful with that.
Yes.
So it's always good to have. I have the New York subway app
Yeah.
on my phone, and it's very handy and it's very helpful.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
and that and Google Maps also helps. So
Yeah.
you have, it shows you what entrance to take and where
Yeah.
Yeah.
where to get off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
And-
what this morning we were there and we took the train, we took it to uptown, and I was like, this doesn't seem like right because it's 59th Street now,
Yeah.
and like it should go down in numbers. So we got down and then we took another train, which luckily we got it. So
Yeah.
yeah, I would
guess,
assume as a student, like I mean, I've been living in United States for 9 years, so it was still overwhelming for me, but as a student, when you're like brand new country,
Yeah.
like this might be very horrifying
Yes.
experience. So
But at around 2 weeks you get you.
yeah, then you're like
you-
Yeah, eventually you get
professional.
used to it.
Yeah.
Then if you're coming to NYC, download the offline map. It's available on the government website, so it's very helpful. When you're underground, you don't have a signal. So
Yeah. Or you can also do the Google Map download as well.
Yeah.
No,
offline.
Maps.
transit doesn't work offline.
Yeah, only
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Transit. Okay, got it. Okay, nice, cool. One last piece of advice from you, whoever is coming to NYU.
Stay aware.
Stay aware.
Yeah, stay aware of your surroundings, the people around you.
Yeah. Okay, so be careful.
Yeah.
Be in groups. Okay.
Network as much as you can.
Hmm.
Talk to your professors, talk to your seniors, connect with your alumni.
What about now that you mentioned this topic? What about for the people who are like introverts and shy and they don't know what should I talk? And I know people talk about networking as a big thing, but nobody tells what to do in networking. Like, okay, I found this person. Like, what do I say?
I mean, I am an introvert, but then I think once you start getting used to it, I think just make this habit, make it a habit to at least go talk to your professors or talk to your seniors. So because I'm an introvert, I think for me the best way to network is talking to people, either on LinkedIn or maybe emailing them.
And what do you
Not
talk
really
about?
good. So I introduce myself, and then I don't usually tell them directly that I'm looking for jobs.
Yeah.
So I think it's always important to find a common ground to talk about. So when you know who you're talking to, and if they've worked in this company that you're really interested in working at, or if they're doing the dream job that eventually want to take up one day, then I think it's important to find some common grounds that way and talk about it. And I think that has helped me because when I started talking to people like that, they eventually started getting back to me, and that's I think that's how I started building a conversation with them.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you want to network with students, I'd say club events are a good
Yes,
way.
the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the best. So NYU has a club for everything. There's a cheese club, a history club, Italian, French, Spanish, everything. Whatever you think of, there is a club for it.
And you
Anime.
recommend people to get involved.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's very
And
lonely.
if you're introvert, I guess you'd have at least one hobby.
Yeah.
So there would be a club for that, and then go and talk about that thing.
Yeah.
And
Or I
guess-
think another good way would be that these clubs also organize one day. I wouldn't say one day trips, but then there's sometimes people go to
Like a field
Brooklyn.
trips,
Yeah,
yeah.
they go to
Yeah.
field trips, or they go to Dumbo,
Yeah.
or
And-
they go to Bryant Park, or maybe check out the Met Museum.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's a lot of events happening at NYU.
Yeah. So
every
you're
other
in
weekend.
GSC we take people to Broadway, host like
Yeah.
Halloween
Mm.
parties and
Nice.
stuff, take people out to like events and stuff.
Okay.
So
Okay, so yours was networking.
Yes.
Network. What is your piece of advice, Nick?
I don't know. Like I agree with Kavya. I'm myself also introvert. I don't like to talk to the people at all. Only I talk to people when it's work related or study related or job related kind of things. Otherwise, I'm always silent. Or if I need to help someone, I'm always like I change myself totally, because I know that through what I went myself in the beginning when I was in India and in the beginning
Yeah.
when I was student myself
Yeah.
and all of this. So that teached me a lot. So it's better, like even if you are introvert, there will be the, like these guys said, that that person who have some kind of similarity with you, so you can just step up out of that and
Yeah.
just ask directly.
Yeah.
If they feel shy in the asking in the groups, there are people you can just private message them.
Mm.
So we saw this kind of things already in the past,
Yeah.
like for 3 months.
Okay. And is that the piece of advice would you give to any students who are coming to NYU?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't be
Networking
shy.
as well.
Yeah,
Don't be shy.
networking. Yeah.
Don't
Get
be
out of
shy.
your comfort zone
Yes.
and explore, because you're coming to a new country.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Another piece of advice: go around New York City. You'll be, if you're coming in the fall, it's the weather is very nice. So like go around every neighborhood, like make a plan. So you'll check out East Village this week, Upper East Side the next week and stuff. So
Hmm. Yeah.
there
So
are like
don't
lot of
just sit in
cool
the
places.
home.
Yeah, and the main thing is if you're an NYU student, many of the famous museums are free. The Met Museum,
Yes.
American History of Museum of Natural History,
Hmm.
MoMA.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
like many famous arts, paintings,
Okay.
mummies, the
Yeah.
Van Gogh paintings, everything.
Hmm.
Also, if you're a New York resident, you can get the NYU Public Library card for
Oh,
free.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So there are many public libraries here in the city. The
Okay.
main one's next to Bryant Park. It's a beautiful,
Beautiful.
Yeah.
old,
There's an outdoor area there. A terrace which
Yeah.
has a great.
and so you can also go to the library, study, do your assignments,
Mm.
and you can utilize library space.
Yeah, the library also has a famous collection.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
because
Awesome.
what I know from my experience, that whosoever, even if they are shy, can't talk, NYU is really different. Like people can,
Yeah,
you can't
it's
just
not
ask
a
anyone.
college
Everyone is so
campus.
open.
Yeah.
Like even if they don't respect you, or maybe you think like that, they are not like that. They're
Yeah.
super different. It's look like they're aliens.
Yeah.
Everyone is so different.
Yeah. That's awesome. Cool. I know you are doing cybersecurity. Is NYU known for cybersecurity?
Yeah. Right now, we are hosting Seesaw. It's the world's largest student-run cybersecurity event. So there's like CTFs, career fair and stuff.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
the
And
Department of Cybersecurity is like very.
Yeah. I know it is known for computer science because
Yeah.
of the tendon. Didn't know about cybersecurity, so that's good. And then project management, is it known for project management?
I would say SPS, yes, is known, although our program is fairly new, and it's probably been around 5 or 6 years if I'm not wrong. But I think I would say we are known.
Hmm.
We are one of the programs under the divisions of programs
Yeah.
in business
Yeah.
at SPS.
Final question is, was it all worth it?
Yes.
Yes.
It's a yes.
Yes. Yeah. You are like, nah, no, not really.
Like because I think you understand me better,
Yeah.
because you worked as a project manager and I worked already. I thought that I will learn more things.
Hmm.
Yeah, I learned new things, but not from professors, but from my classmates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I saw those challenges which I have never faced while handling the teams,
Oh.
and I learned a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, taught me like a good
Yeah.
lesson.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
while you do learn from your professors, the people here, you can learn a lot more from them.
From your classmates.
Yeah, from your classmates and people in the city.
Yeah.
And the friends you make in NYU are the friends you make in NYC. So this is a very tough city. I mean, it's not a tough city to live, but it is very challenging here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the city will teach you a lot.
Yeah, the city will
Mm.
teach you a lot.
Especially
you
when you're a
learn to
student.
be
All by yourself.
by yourself and to tolerate things.
Mm.
So yeah, you'll toughen up.
Yeah. We just finished this whole video thing, and I just want to make sure that don't shy away from NYU, even though it is you might feel like NYU is not as good. Do your own research, compare with your options, and then think about it.
I hope this podcast was valuable. If you enjoyed this, I guarantee you're going to enjoy this video, which is going to be even more powerful and help you in your journey.